We are back. Are we back? Yes, we are back. Hey everyone, we are back. So before this, I did live stream, just kind of reacting to and chatting over the fun little Duncan Egg panel, and now I'm going to be watching the trailer. Now I lied. I said I was going to watch the trailer in my spare time and make some notes and then break it down. I think I'm just going to watch it live with you guys, and I hope this doesn't get taken down. It's a little teaser trailer, so hopefully there's no issue there. Yeah, I'll wait for some people to come in, because obviously there were about about 400 people watching last time who were who seemed ready to leap back in, so we'll check the viewer count. Get a few people in before we get started. No spoilers. I mean, right. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, this is going to be a... I don't know how this can't be a spoiler stream. Like, there's no point doing a trailer breakdown not talking about the storyline. You know what? I'll do a non-spoiler breakdown, then I'll do a spoiler breakdown immediately afterwards. How about that? How's that sound? We'll do trailer reaction, non-spoiler breakdown, then spoiler breakdown. Okay, that sounds fun. Come in. Shall we get going? Let's get going. I don't want to wait any longer. So, this is my first time watching it. Make sure everything's all good. Okay. 3, 2, 1. There he is.
I was squire to Sir Arlen of Pennytree.
Yep, there's Arlen.
Since I was a boy. He charged me to be a good knight.
Cool.
To defend the weak and the innocent. And I swore that I would.
Are you Baelor Targaryen?
No.
Then would you move the fuck out of the way?
Yeah, sorry.
What's your name?
Sir Duncan the Tall.
There he is.
Never heard of him.
The egg.
You know every knight in the Seven Kingdoms, then?
The good ones.
Egg boy.
If you could bring me to Ashford, I could squire for you, sir.
Rob me, and I'll hunt you down with dogs.
You don't have dogs!
I'll get some.
Where?
Oh!
Boys, stop gaping.
Let's go.
Sit to my horse.
I'm not a stable boy, my lord.
Oh my god, short head tie.
Not clever enough.
I know I'm just a hedge knight, but
Puppets.
sometimes I think there could be more.
Why do you treat these royal lapdogs like they're your betters?
They are my betters.
These men have a name. Trading. What chance do I have?
I caught a crossway happy.
I have no chance.
Falling star brings luck to those who see it.
So the luck is ours alone?
Let's go.
I need to fight honorably.
5 by 7.
Sometimes I think I buried my courage alongside the old man.
Look at that.
And in every man, there are many men. So be brave.
I love that the puppet show's gone from being like a little finger puppet. Not finger puppets, but like small wooden puppets, like a big performance.
Be tall.
Right, okay. There we go. Oh,
Your own inspiration.
no. Stop. Okay. All right, everyone's saying the trailer was louder than me, and no one could hear what I was saying. Okay, well, hopefully hopefully just the sound of me talking in the background was enough for, hopefully that was just enough to not get any copyright issues. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, so first off, we're going to do a non-spoiler breakdown, just kind of what cool things do we notice, and then afterwards we'll dive into book spoilers. Okay, I've also turned down the volume of the trailer now. So straight off the bat, we got Dunk digging.
I was squire to Sir Arlen of Pennytree.
And there's Sir Arlen himself, rest in peace.
Since I
It's the very start of the novella.
was a boy. He charged me to be a good knight.
Definitely maybe I'm. Does this look more colourful in terms of the colour correction? Like, it does, right? Like, it's not like super. It's not highly saturated or anything, but it looks a lot less grey than like Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, right? Actually, no. House of the Dragon could be quite colourful at times. I don't know.
Defend the weak and the innocent. And I swore that I would.
There we go. You've got the basic chainmail. You've got the rope belt. Very rugged, very slapdash. Because he's just a hedge knight. That's the name of the story. He's just a mere hedge knight.
Are you Baelor Targaryen?
Yeah, and he's just got, look at that, nice, simple, kind of brown stained surcoat. Simple helmet. The helmet. It's the helmet from the graphic novel.
No.
Okay, so it's the Ashford tourney. We've got the sigil of. Oh yeah, we got the blazing white sun on orange.
Then would you move the fuck out of the way?
Sorry.
Just rude. Just rude.
What's your name?
And the tone of the music too, completely different. Completely different vibes with the music. Maybe it's a good thing they got a new composer just to kind of mix things up a bit. Where Ramin Djawadi, way more dramatic and powerful and operatic and like. This is definitely more upbeat and low key and really, you know, giving off that novella vibe. Like everything feeling big but still kind of small scale so far. I quite like what they're going for. This is cool. We got some statues. I like that. Knight on horseback.
Sir Duncan the Tall.
Never heard of him.
Do you know every knight in the Seven Kingdoms?
There he is. There's Dunk, and then
Sir Duncan the Tall.
Never.
there's Egg. Fully clean shaven all the way. Little egg boy, big eyes. Looks good.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, someone said music sounds like Kingdom Come Deliverance, more celebratory and fun sounding. Yeah.
Do you know every knight in the Seven Kingdoms then?
And I've already said this before in my other live stream, but I'm very glad that Peter Claffey, if I've got his name right, is doing an Irish accent. His natural native Irish accent. I think not only does it sort of... Not only is it just, you know, kind of pleasant to listen to and sort of quite earthy and rustic, and kind of emphasises this idea that he is lowborn. No one else really has Irish accents in Game of Thrones. If you see my accent video, there's like Lord Karstark in season 1 of Game of Thrones has an Irish accent, and then they recast him, right? So like, it doesn't really exist in the show. No Irish accents in House of the Dragon either. Most of the nobility, if they're in the south of Westeros, they have the received pronunciation, Southern RP. And so, as the lowborn, he's really going to stand out here. You know, with all of these highborn knights and lords and princes with their posh voices, and then you're going to have Dunk with his melodic Irish accent. I think it's a perfect choice. I'm really, really glad. Does it make much sense? No, because Flea Bottom, King's Landing, everyone has a kind of a Cockney accent in the show, apart from Davos, who has a Durham accent, and Cole Tanner, who has a Mancunian accent. So if anything, it's just a bizarre melting pot of English accents, but there we go, British accents. Anyway, Roose is slightly Irish. Not intentionally. The actor's Irish, and maybe sometimes it bleeds through, but he's going for like Southern English.
The good ones. If you could bring me to Ashford, I could squire for you, sir.
This little bald boy, Egg, wants to be Dunk Squire. Interesting.
Rob me, and I'll hunt you down with dogs.
I don't know why I like that line.
I have dogs!
I'll get some.
Where?
Oh!
Yeah, you show him, Dunk. Is there gonna be any claps to the head? Is Dunk gonna fucking smack him like he keeps threatening to in the books? Oh, okay, that's cool. We got some Targ sigils, and look at that. They've been watching Glidus. Look at those two-legged dragons. Look at those two-legged dragons. That's what I'm talking about. Who's this guy up front? Is he just a... That guy, is he just a standard bearer with like grey hair, or is that meant to be a Targaryen? Because the hair's kind of silvery. I don't think like a Targaryen prince would be carrying his own banner, to be fair. Also, yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Boys, stop gaping. See to my horse.
Wait, let's... What does he say?
Boys, stop gaping. See to my horse.
Oh, he's like, why are you still gaping? See to my horse. This is probably Prince Aerion? Bright Flame? I'm gonna guess it is. Also, oh my god, you don't know how... I have been... For so long, I've been asking for just short-haired Targaryens. Can we just stop? Why does every single Targaryen need long, like a long wig? Like, can we please just give people short wigs, or just have the actors dye their hair white if they're willing to do that? Like, oh, like House of the Dragon, every single Targaryen has like minimum shoulder-length hair, and it's like, why? Like Aegon II in the books, he's often portrayed with like close-cropped hair, right? And the actor, Tom Glencarney, after season 1, like, because I think he does, he's in a band or something, there was like some selfies he took where like he dyed his hair white, like just because he wanted to, and his short white hair. It's like, come on. If the actor's willing to do it, why not? I know it's a nitpick, but it's just, it's annoying that every Targaryen needs the long wig. And then the show that actually gives us a short hair target is fucking Dunk and Egg. That's unexpected, but yes, thank you so much. Not that Aerion needed short hair. I don't think... If anything, I think he's described as having long hair, which is quite ironic. But yeah, cool. Short-haired Targ. Mix it up. His outfit's a tad boring. It's just kind of chainmail.
I'm not a stable boy, my
He definitely has that Targ look. He does have a Targ look.
lord.
Yeah, his drip's kind of lacking, unfortunately. His drip's kind of lacking. I'm not, yeah.
Not clever enough.
I know I'm just a hedge knight.
Okay, so this is cool. So in the books, again, no spoilers for the first part of this stream, but there's a puppet show in the books, and it's like classic wooden puppets on strings. This is like a big performance. They're like in a pavilion watching giant puppet. This is really cool. This is a really interesting change. That's presumably Tanzal Tutul, who's a Dornish puppeteer, who Dunk has a bit of a crush on.
Sometimes I think
There could be more.
Yeah, look at him. He's like, yeah, boy. Give another look. I don't know what the fuck is happening right here. Look at this man. Holy shit. Who's this meant to be? I guess this is the master of the lists, right? Okay. Okay, then. That's the Harding sigil. The red and white diamonds. Oh, wait, hold on. Yes. Who's that guy sitting down? The guy wearing black armor. He's not a Targaryen because of the hair. Black armor. Wait, no, that probably is a Targaryen, actually. Yeah, no, because the pavilion behind him is red and black and has a fucking dragon head sticking out. Obviously, that's a Targaryen pavilion. The guards are wearing black and red. Okay, that's a Targaryen, but he doesn't have silver hair, so that has to be one of... It doesn't look old enough to be Baelor, so that's going to be... that's going to be Valar. Is that Prince Valar? Yes, that's probably Prince Valar, right? I don't think it's Baelor. He looks way too young to be Baelor. I think that's Prince Valar. We can only see one side of his head. I do hope he has the streak. I hope he has the streak. Because in the books he's got brown hair, but he's got like the one silver like lock. Hopefully that's on the other side of his head, but it doesn't need to be, I guess. But okay, cool. Oh, I'm so glad they didn't pull like a... Oh, the audience will be confused if the Targaryens don't all have white hair. Let's go. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, and what other pavilions do we have? Look, we've got a Baratheon pavilion there. You can see the stag head on top of the It looks kind of orange and black, but it's probably just the lighting. That should be yellow and black. Yellow and black horse, yeah, Baratheon behind there. And of course we've got the... Oh, let's go. Oh, that's so cool.
Why do you treat these royal lapdogs like...
Stop.
You treat
You're... Okay. Yeah, just some peasants.
these royal lap...
A little dynamic. It'll be interesting to see, because they definitely have chemistry as actors in that panel. It'll be interesting if that translates on screen.
Dogs like they're your betters.
Oh, okay. Why isn't this in 4K, man? Like, come on, this is look. I can't make out what's going on here. All right, who are these people? So presumably, I think that's... Wait, hold on. Obviously Targaryens, but like, who's who? This is just very blurry. Because it's only 1080. Who's the guy waving? Who's that guy? The guy on the left with the short silvery hair, that's probably Aryan, who we saw before. This guy next to Aryan. Wait, let's see if we can get...
They are my bet.
I'm not sure who that is. That's probably Lord Ashford, because he's not wearing Targ colours. He is wearing Targ colours, so that's a Targaryen. And then that's also probably a Targ as well because of the hair. Who are they though? I mean, based on hair colour, if they're Targs, presumably that's Baelor and that's Maekar?
They are my...
I guess? Baelor and Maekar? He's got a beard. Oh, I don't want Baelor to have a beard. He's meant to just have a clean-shaven Chad face. Stop giving beards to people who don't need beards. Yes, you're right. I should be going frame by frame using the yeah, my bad. Whoops. I guess it's just that this guy looks kind of old. Like, this guy just looks like an old man. But that could just be because they're in the distance and it's blurry and he has white hair. He just looks... Anyway, no one will be seated for this portion of the live stream. Let's carry on. Oh, back we go.
Why do you treat these royal lapdogs like they're your betters?
They are my betters.
Alright, so there's Aryan. Okay, slightly more drippy. Yeah, he's got the... Okay. He's got a... he looks good. He's got a very imperious expression. It looks like a bit of a bastard. Oh yes, this is a shot. This is the yeah, from a different angle. So definitely Aryan. Now that we've got a closer look, that's definitely Lord Ashford because of the color scheme. Makes sense that this is Baelor and Maekar, I guess. But Baelor didn't need a beard. Thank you for the super chat from first name last name, who says it is Baelor. I recognise the actor. Yes, I do remember the casting announcements from last year that he does look kind of similar. Yeah, I think that's Baelor, which means that is Maekar. Okay.
Men have a name.
Wait, let's go back. Let's see if it release trailers in fucking 4K. Like, Oh, Maekar with a beard, my behated.
Men have a name.
Right. Well, here we have. Oh yeah, because they talked about this on the panel that they have one of the jousting things happens at nighttime, which I don't think that happens in the novella, right? And generally speaking, you wouldn't do jousting at night because it's like that's kind of extra dangerous, I imagine. But like atmospherically, oh, that's gonna be cool. You got some torches, you got some darkness, you got So here we have a Baratheon, of course. Interesting sigil, very different from the Baratheon sigil we see in Game of Thrones. Again, got a big old helmet with antlers sticking out, very much like the books. Look at that. Look at the antler helmet. That's cool. This is probably Lord Lionel Baratheon, the Laughing Storm. The helmet does look a bit goofy, I'm not gonna lie. It's good though, it's good, it's fine. Oh, little battle going on here. Oh, yeah, there we go. We have the, we can see the Fossaway. We can see the red Fossaway apple.
Trading.
Yep. These are probably the Fossaway cousins doing some training, I guess. Look at that apple. Look at that apple. Oh. Imagine people displaying their sigils on their armor and surcoats. Crazy. Crazy. It's taken over a decade. It's taken over a decade of A Song of Ice and Fire adaptations for us to get that. What sigils can we see in the background? Targaryen. Is that Hightower? There's a Hightower behind Lionel, someone said. Hold on, let's go back.
Betters.
These men have a name.
Oh, very nice catch. There is, yes. There's a Hightower. There is a Hightower, that's cool.
Trading. What chance do I have?
This is spoilers. This is when Dunk becomes king of the Stormlands. Oh wait, no. Yeah, this is cool. He's wearing a little antler crown. I'm guessing he's been given it by Lionel Baratheon, who's like having some banter right now. That's what I'm thinking.
I have no chance.
That's because that's Lionel, right? That's Lionel. Yes, that looks like the actor who's playing Lionel, I think. Again, it's a shame. The guy they cast to play Baelor and Lionel both have like really like pronounced strong jawlines, and they've given them both beards. It's not a big deal. It's just like, why would you cast people with such Chad jawlines and I don't know, the insistence that every single person needs a beard. I don't know. I want my Lionel clean shaven, if I'm being honest, but there we go. There's the Laughing Storm. Yeah, he's definitely given his little antler crown. Is he allowed to have an antler crown? As a Lord Paramount, is he allowed to have a crown? That feels a bit sus. Is that not, like, mildly treasonous? There's the Falling Star, which, of course, becomes part of Dunk's sigil.
Star brings luck to those who see it.
There we go. The Falling Star over the tree. Oh, that looks lovely. That looks lovely. Dunky boy. I'm glad that they went with short hair Dunk, because in the graphic novels he has short hair, and then I think the wheat. Oh, who does the illustrations? There's like illustrated book versions of them, which I don't like the way he's drawn in that. He has very long hair like down his back, and it's not what I imagine Dunk looking like at all. I always imagine with short hair.
So the luck is ours alone?
Oh, there's Arian. Look at that edgy. Look at this edgy boy. Look at this. Spiky pauldrons. That's cool. Okay, that's cool. Kind of scale-looking armor, invoking a dragon, some spikes. Oh my god, short Targ hair. Finally. Cool. So we've got some revelries at nighttime. A little bit of a circus performance, it looks like. Nice.
I need a...
This video is being a bit laggy, by the way. I do apologize for that. Okay.
Fight honorably.
Right. Ooh. So I'll talk more about this when we do a spoilery breakdown in a few minutes. But yeah, an interesting selection of knights and lords on horseback. Well, I think we'll break down who they are in a bit, but hey, there he is.
Sometimes I think I buried my courage alongside
Okay. So, oh my god, look at this helmet. Look at this helmet. Oh, that's cool. This is... again, it's just one shot, but that looks really nice. Like the helmets that have like faces on them to invoke fear, very A Song of Ice and Fire. Yeah, he's aura farming, you're right. And I love the kind of like dragon horns on the head, tinged with red. Oh, that looks really good. That looks awesome. I love that. Because Daemon's like winged dragon helmet in House of Dragon was kind of cool, but it did look a bit 3D painted, and also it didn't have a gorget, and it was kind of like, oh, that's just okay. Cool. Yep. That confirms it. That is Lionel Baratheon. He's got the stag on his armor. Oh my god, they're displaying their sigils on that armor. It's taken so long. That's very nice. No, I'm fine with him having a beard, actually. He does look older than I thought he would, because yes, the fact he has grey in his hair, like he's not meant to be that old, is he? Because Lionel Baratheon goes on to do things in the future, and he can't be that old when he does certain things, right? Armor looks great. I love the horse armor matching the armor of the riders. That's really cool too. Has he got an earring in? Am I going crazy? Does he have an earring? No. Does he?
And then every man.
Wait. Yeah. Someone in the chat saying, I thought Lionel would be like 20s or 30s. He should be like 20s, right? Because he goes on to, unless they're going to have Lionel's son be the person who does the thing Lionel later goes on to do. We'll talk about that in spoilers, but oh, it's hair, is it? It's not an earring. Okay. No, hold on. Oh, I can't tell. I think he's got an earring. What a Chad.
Within every man, there are many men.
Hey, so this is the puppet show. Yeah, this is one hell of a puppet show. This is a whole spectacle. Yeah, that's cool. That's that's nice. Is that Tanzel too tall in the performance? So she's not a puppeteer in this. She's just a part of this act. This is like a full-on act. Where is it? She's playing the knight who slays the dragon, I guess. Is she playing? What is it? What is the Florian the Fool? That's the puppet show they do, right? They do Florian the Fool and Jonquil. Oh, that's cool. And then Aerion's gonna come in.
So be brave.
Oh, some riding. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is it looks like they've spliced in the trial with the joust in terms of editing. But yeah, we've got Harding and I'm guessing based on color scheme Baratheon, and then boom. Oh my god, Jesus. Oh god, that's intense. Oh, it looks like they're both falling off. Oh, what have we got here? A Targ has been knocked down. A Targ has been knocked off his horse. Not Aerion from the looks of it. The helmet doesn't look the same. Oh no, that might be.
Be just.
That's Egg running. Hey, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Be just.
You know, wait. Sorry, my video is being very laggy, so every time I try and...
Be just.
Alright. You know what this is? Runny Egg. Thank you very much. That was worth it. Ooh. Yeah, that's Aerion. You see the spiky helmet. And he's got a flail. Although flails are called morning stars in the books, although technically morning stars are not flails. Morning stars are like maces, kind of. Wait, no, that's probably not Aerion though. Yeah, if it's a... Yeah, no, Aerion doesn't use a quote-unquote morning star. This should be... This is, No, that is Aerian's helmet though. Ouch. People falling off horses. Very nice. Get her! Oh, look, the helmet from the graphic novel. That's so cool.
Beat.
So yeah, we've got Dunk's little shield. Oh, actually, I think we got a super chat about that. Yes, thank you for the super chat from first name, last name, who said, so happy they didn't use the Dunk sigil for Season 4. Yeah, in Season 4, Joffrey's going through the white book, looking at all the Kingsguard, and there's a little Duncan the Tall sigil, which is sort of, doesn't look as book accurate, I guess. I'd have to do a comparison, but that looks very nice. That looks beautiful, actually. And then what do we have on his left? We have a Harding, based on the colour scheme, and on his right, of course, we have a Targaryen. I wonder who that could be. We'd have to find out in the spoiler section. Oh, whoops. Oh, I'll use this opportunity to quickly read out the other super chats. Thank you for the super chat from Wolf Page, who says, hype. I am quite hype. And another super chat from first name, last name, who says, it's Baelor, I recognise the actor. Yeah, it is Baelor. Thank you very much.
Be tall.
And there's the laughing storm. See, now that is a laughing storm right there. That he does have very strong Lionel energy. He does have an earring, you can see it. He's got his own little antler crown. Interesting. The grey in the beard is very confusing to me. But, you know, I'm sure they've thought it through. Oh, I love that little grin. Oh, and here we have a bunch of knights charging forwards. And then the little banger at the end. Bow, 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 bow. I better hear that in the club. Yes, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Right, okay, well, very good trailer. Now we're going to do spoilers. So if you don't want any spoilers for Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, if you haven't read The Hedge Knight, etc., etc., hope you had fun. Go and do something else. We are now going to be bringing up spoilers in The Hedge Knight. Right, you have been warned. Let's go through this again. So yeah, we've got Dunk burying Sir Arlen Pennytree. I wonder how much they'll toy with the idea that Dunk is a knight, even though it's never confirmed he's a knight, and it's possible that he's not actually a knight, and he's kind of, you know.
I was squire to Sir Arlen of Pennytree since I was a boy.
A tale 100 years before Game of Thrones. Throw Game of Thrones in, so people know what's going on.
They charged me to be a good knight,
Yeah, look at him.
to defend the weak and the innocent, and I swore that I would.
Are you Baelor Targaryen? No.
Then would you move the fuck out of the way?
Yeah, sorry.
What's your name?
So,
Sir Duncan the Tall.
as I've said before, I love the Dunk casting. He's tall. Yeah, he's not Duncan levels of tall, but the actor's 6'6", which is pretty tall. And I said before, I really like the Irish accent. Not only does it feel more sort of, it's kind of charming and earthy and rustic, and definitely stands out against all the other accents that will probably be Cockney for the lowborn and Southern RP for the highborn, especially the Targaryen princes. You know, it just helps him stand out, and it's just a very lovely, likeable accent to listen to. And again, and he's got short hair, and I prefer short-haired Dunk. And here we have Egg with no hair. So obviously, spoilers, this is Prince Aegon, the fourth son of Prince Maekar. And yeah, he looks the part. He's the right age. Bald head, big eyes, and the actor, based on the panel, the actor seemed very, very mature and professional, more so than the guy playing Dunk, which was quite funny. But based on what we've seen, because it's always hard to work with child actors, but Game of Thrones was Game of Thrones is some of the best like child actors I've ever seen. A lot of that is the casting done by Nina Gold, like one of the best cast shows ever, Game of Thrones, if we're being honest. And so far, this guy Dexter Ansel, I think. Dexter Ansel or something, the actor's name, seems to be doing a good job, right? Not very wooden, not cringy, looks okay.
Never heard of him.
Do you know every knight in the Seven Kingdoms then?
The good ones.
Yeah, it's already the dynamic's pretty cute. I like how he's performing Dunk as well. I really, yeah. I'm okay. This is hyping me up.
If you could bring me to Ashford, I could.
We see a few Targs. We see some Targs close up. We see some Targs in the distance. We don't see Daeron the Drunken. I think Prince Daeron is the only Targaryen we haven't seen in this trailer, right? Who appears in a Hedge Knight?
Why for you, sir?
Rob me,
Can I squire for you, sir?
and I'll hunt you down with dogs.
You don't have dogs.
I'll get some.
And they've got Dunk's shield. Before he gets his new shield, he's got the other shield of the wait.
Down with dogs.
You don't have
There we go.
dogs.
The winged goblet. I nearly said gauntlet. The winged gauntlet.
I'll get some.
Where?
Row. Very good dog impression. And yeah, then we have the Targs riding in. Again, having people wear nothing but black was very frustrating in late stage Game of Thrones. Season 7 and 8, everyone just wore black leather all the time. It was borderline fetishistic. Here, you can get away with it. Black and red, they're Targaryens. It's fine, okay, it's fine. I would like to see more Targs wearing like predominantly red with black undertones or black slashes or black highlights, as opposed to the other way around. We get a lot of mostly black and some red, as opposed, but it's all good. It's all good.
Boys, stop gaping.
Yeah, there we go. The two-legged dragon.
See to my
So yes, here we have Aerion, who obviously is essentially the villain of this novella. Borderline psychopathic Targaryen prince, just to mix it up a bit, who starts breaking Tanzel's fingers, and then that leads to everything happening. Dunk steps in to protect her, decks him in the face. That scene's going to be very fun, and then that leads to the whole trial by 7. Yeah, chainmail. I don't know why he's wearing chainmail right now. I was looking forward to a bit more drip from Aerion, but he's definitely got the weird ethereal Targaryen face, and again, short white hair. It is ironic because I think Aerion is described, or at the very least is drawn with long hair in the graphic novel, and it's like, of all the Targaryens who are meant to have short hair, they gave short hair to the one who isn't described that way, which is kind of funny. But you know what? I'm fine with it. Just any short hair Targ is fresh.
See to my horse.
I'm not a stable boy, my lord.
Not clever enough.
Damn, he got him there. Not clever enough. He hit him with the rock eyebrow raise. Boom.
I know I'm just a...
And then puppet show. So this will be a lot. So this will looks like bigger scale, more dramatic. The bit where Aerion comes in to break Tanzel's fingers, it'll be less sort of him walking up to a stool and just grabbing her hand and then like a circle forming around it. I imagine it'll be Aerion just like interrupting this like dramatic show taking place. I bet we'll see the whole show at one part of the episode, and then there'll be another performance and Dunk will be watching the second one, like, oh, I want to see Tanzel again, and then Aerion will interrupt. That's what I'm suspecting. And he's like, this is treason, you're doing a play about killing a dragon, that's treason.
The Hedge Knight, but...
The Hedge Knight. There's Tanzel Tutul. Yeah, we're not seeing her next to anyone, so I'm curious how tall she is. I think the actress, I'm sure I looked at the actress last year, and she's quite lengthums. But yeah, she's Dornish, and Dunk has a little crush on her. In every story, he's got a little crush on someone. Thanks for the super chat. First name, last name. Again, who says, I guess those are Aerion's riding clothes. Yeah. Chainmail for riding clothes is a bit weird. Well, not really, I guess. It's, you never know. Be careful of bandits, I guess. Aerion is paranoid, so sure.
Sometimes I think there could be more.
Yo, I love his little face. 5'10" apparently. Turns out too tall, played by somebody who's 5'10". That's cool. Doesn't look Dornish. It's going by the Game of Thrones universe rules where they just cast non-white people to be Dornish and Essos and hope no one notices the inconsistencies. Look at his face. Look at his face. And then this man is trying to do a Martin Sheen vibe over here. Did I get the actor right? Is that the actor? Very nice. Oh!
Why?
Oh my god, this is so fucking slow. Stop lagging. Right. So we have... There we go. So I said before we have... that's probably Valar Targaryen. I love that the Targaryen pavilion does just have a dragon head sticking out. We've got a Harding. Sir Spitz. Yes, that must be Sir Spitz, the one and only. And yes, we have Ashfords and Baratheons. Again, I look the Baratheon one has the stag. It was all very fun.
Why do you drink
And then there's Doug watching it with all the peasants. Egg is with him.
these royal lapdogs like they're your betters?
They are my betters.
These.
There's Egg, champion of the peasantry. Power to the people.
Dogs like they're your betters.
They are my
And then, yes, there was this shot that confused me because it was so fucking blurry. Yeah, pretty sure it is Aerion, Lord Ashford, Baelor, and Maekar, but, like, I don't know. He looks like Aemon. He looks like an old man. Like, I don't know.
betters.
There's Aerion.
Men.
Bit more drippy. He does have an asshole face. He does have a punchable face.
The name. Trade.
And then, of course, here we have the Fossaways.
Trading. What chance do I have?
Nope. I told you to pause. Oh my god, this is infuriating. Why is it lagging so much? Alright, so this is presumably Sir Stefan Fossaway. And he's probably beating up his younger cousin Raymond, who goes on to be the founding member of the Green Apple branch of Fossaway. Fossaways of New Barrel, that's it. The red apples are Cider Hall and the greens are New Barrel, I think. So already setting up a bit of a rivalry here. This guy looks like an asshole and he's a bit of a dick in the novella from what I remember.
What chance do I have?
And then, again, Dunk having the crown implies that Lionel's getting drunk, fucking around with his stag. Antler crown being like, there you go, buddy, come wear this.
Falling star brings luck to those who see it.
The beautiful sigil. There'll be lots of Dunk sigil merch, I imagine.
So the luck is ours alone?
And then, obviously, this is what I wasn't talking about before. This is the trial by 7. And of course, the tone has changed massively now. It's all very foggy and dark and gloomy and serious. According to the panel, this is episode 5. For those who didn't see it, the Comic-Con panel, they said episode 5 is the big action set piece and episode 6 is the aftermath. Kind of similar to Game of Thrones, where you'd have episode 7 be the big battle or event or murder or whatever, and episode 10 is dealing with the aftermath of that and then building up the next season. So, season 5 will be the trial, and then season 6, I imagine, will be, the emotional aftershocks of Baelor Breakspear's death and the conversation between Duncan and Maekar, and Egg becoming Dunk's squire and actually joining him and all that stuff. So yes, I love the spiky pauldrons. Yep, it's just some cool activities happening. And yes, this is the trial just based on the fogginess.
Need to fight honorably.
Right.
Sometimes
Oh my god, I paused you. Oh, so annoying.
I need to fight.
There we go. So the trial by 7. Let's go. So this is obviously Duncan and his champions. Let's go. Ooh. Right. So obviously the one. So the third from the right, as in our right, looking forwards. The third from the right. That's Duncan. That's Duncan's helmet. Straight from the graphic novel. On the left of Duncan, again, that being our left, that is Prince Baelor, presumably, and I say that because, again, it's very blurry, but it's black, so we can assume that's Baelor. To the left of Baelor, obviously, that's Lionel Baratheon. He's got the big old antlers. He's got the yellow and black. Very nice, very nice. Let's try and work out who the others are then. Which one's the Harding? I can't really make out. Is it the far left? Is that Harding? Is that red and black I see? And then the Fossaway. Then there's the Fossaway and the... Was it the Riesling? Oh, let's see if we can get a better shot.
Honorably.
There's a bit of a zoom in there. Studios, please just release trailers in 4K so we can have... Oh, we'll try and work it out later.
sometimes I think I buried.
And then, of course, yes, fantastic. He's got a scary face helmet, which we've never got before in any of these adaptations, but quite a few are described in the books, including like Ramsay. Ramsay's in the books his helmet is like a flayed, screaming face, which is incredible.
My courage alongside the old man.
There he is.
The old man.
There he is, and he does have an earring. He does have an earring. Yeah, so, okay, now I can, because it's spoilers, I can talk about it. The reason I'm confused about the grey streaks in his hair, even though he does look badass, and I really like the actor's vibe already, Lionel Baratheon goes on to declare himself King of the Stormlands. Not in a Duncan Egg novella, but we learn about this in the World of Ice and Fire, in the histories, right? And it probably will be a Duncan Egg novella in the future, if we get more. Fingers crossed. But yeah, Lionel basically is a his is it his son is betrothed to one of Egg's daughters, or is it Lionel's daughter is betrothed to one of Egg's sons? I can't remember. Egg has a bunch of rambunctious kids who keep not fulfilling their marriage pacts. I can't remember. No, yes, it's Lionel's daughter is meant to marry a son, right? Is it Lionel's daughter is meant to marry Duncan the Small, or is it meant to marry... I can't remember. Anyway, but he gets mad and he's like, well, fuck you. I'm very mercurial and maybe a little bit crazy, and I'm really angry, and the Targaryens are like losing power. They have no dragons. You've betrayed me, you've insulted me, I'm just going to set up my new kingdom, go away. And then this is solved when there is a duel between Duncan and Lionel, which Duncan wins. But the issue is, of course, this happens once Duncan is on the Kingsguard, and once Aegon is the king and has grown-up children, so it's quite far ahead in the future, which means Lionel Baratheon having grey hair now is very weird. Why the fuck does he have grey hair? Because he's going to be like geriatric by the time he's fighting Kingsguard Duncan, right? Like, holy shit, what? He's just going to be an old man. Like, unless they're going to have Lionel's son take that role if they get to that part of the story. But why? Why not just... Very confusing. He looks great, don't get me wrong. The grey streak does look cool. I just don't quite understand that. Flippy says, my guess is Dunk will fight Ormond, who ends up marrying Rhaela. So Ormond being Lionel's son, and who marries Rhaela Targaryen, and that's how Robert Baratheon has a claim to the throne in terms of blood. There's some Targaryen in there. Yes, thanks for reminding me. His daughter is meant to marry Duncan the Small, but he runs off with Jenny of Oldstones, who's not just another woman, but a peasant woman, perish the thought, and then Aegon's daughter, Rhaela, is wed to Lionel's heir, Ormond. Yeah, so the duel will probably be with Ormond then, if they're changing up the ages. People were saying he could just be greying early. Fair enough, but like in terms of TV being a visual medium, if you're giving someone grey hair, you are telling the audience that they are older, so I don't see the point. Thank you. Wait, a couple more super chats, hold on. Apparently Quinn has a new video out. I'll have to check that in a sec. Should I do a breakdown video? Because everyone under the sun is going to be doing a breakdown video for this trailer. Do I need to do that? I think I will. It'll be very simple. It'll be very low-key. Yes. Thanks for a super chat from Liquid Salad, who said, I found this channel after wanting to get into the A Song of Ice and Fire books. Currently reading A Game of Thrones. I hope you're having fun. Been really enjoying the content. Hope to be around more. Cheers. Well, thanks for the super chat, and I'm glad I've introduced you to A Song of Ice and Fire. I hope I'm not spoiling too much for you. If you've watched the show, then not too much to spoil, but that's awesome. And then a couple of super chats from First Name, Last Name. Again, thank you so much. Who says, think they'll use the no chance, no choice line. I'd be surprised if they cut any of the dialogue. Like, if anything, most of the show will then be adding dialogue, because it's 6 episodes, it's 3 hours, they have a novella, all the classic lines are going to be there. Like, I'd be surprised if they cut. And then the other super chat, interesting thing about Lionel's armor, his shoulders are very reminiscent of the Stormlands armor from Game of Thrones Season 2, which is neat continuity. Interesting. Oh, are you referring to, yeah, like Renly, right? Doesn't Renly have similar armor when he's at the tourney that he's holding on the march to King's Landing? That's a nice nod. If that's true, that's a nice little nod. It's cool to see how many generations of Baratheon we have now. We have Bobby B and Stannis and Renly and Gendry, right? And then we also have the 2 Baratheons in House of the Dragon. We've got Boros and Bormund, and now right in between those we've got Lionel. Hell yeah. I've said this before to my patrons. I think the guy playing Lionel Baratheon looks like he could pull off Baelor Breakspear. He's got the same kind of Chad vibe, and he's kind of he's got that tan. Definitely more tanned than the guy who's playing Baelor, which I'm still quite confused by, but there we go.
And in every man there are many men.
I do like the ring. Hey, and then yeah, the puppet show. Is that Tanzel taking part in the puppet show, or is that just a different actor? Oh wait, they're expelling gas from the mouth of the dragon puppet onto a torch to create the effect of flame. Okay, what gas are they spewing out? Is someone just farting in there? Someone's ass just lodged in that mouth. I wonder what are they spraying? Huh.
So be brave.
Oh, yep, this is based on the fogginess. This looks like Trial by 7 to me. Whoa. Okay, so let's work out who these 2 fellas are. Right, that has to be... That's Kingsguard. That's Kingsguard, right? Yeah, look, it's the white armored horse. White armor. Again, it's very blurry because they're running. That has to be Kingsguard. Oh, it'll be very interesting to do the Kingsguard armor, because obviously Game of Thrones Kingsguard armor under the Baratheons is different from the ones under Aerys the Mad King in the flashbacks, which is different to the ones in Hot D. So it'll be interesting if in this show they're going to have their own new brand of armor to differentiate the time period. That would be fun. So this is either Willem Wilde, Donald of Duskendale, or the Craig Hall, right? Roland, I think. And then the person next to him, I think is a Targaryen based on the black, and I think I see red on the shield. So that's either going to be Aerion or Maekar. Or Duncan. Sorry, not Duncan. Daeron. Oh, and then in this shot, this isn't the trial. This just looks like a tourney. This is... Earlier I said Baratheon, but I don't see the antlers on the helmet. So, actually, I don't think that is a Baratheon. Black and yellow. Is this a Beesbury? Is this a Beesbury? Is this Humphrey Beesbury? Is this Humphrey Beesbury versus fucking Humphrey Harding? Did they tilt against each other in the novella? I mean, it looks like they've knocked each other off. Maybe that's foreshadowing for both of them being slain during the trial. And then again, we have another shot of the trial. A Targ being knocked off the horse. Yeah, looking at it now, that isn't Aerion's spiky, horny helmet. That was a weird phrase. That could be anyone from... That could be Maekar, could be Baelor, that could be Daeron the Drunk. It looks like it's a Targaryen knocking them off, right? What weapon is that? That's just like holding a... Wait, is that a Targaryen knocking them off? I think so. Just because of the dark armor. This could be Maekar versus Baelor, honestly. This might be Maekar and Baelor going one-on-one at the trial. That would make sense to me. Oh, look at that. That's a good shot. Yeah, boy, look. And then who's that in the back? I'm going to guess Kingsguard based on the whiteness, right? That's probably Kingsguard. And if it is Kingsguard are on Aerion's side, and they're coming this way, so that implies the person being knocked off is on Aerion's side. I'm guessing this is Maekar being knocked off by Baelor Breakspear. That's my guess. Oh wait, what weapon did he have there? Did that... Oh, he's got a is that a mace? Am I reading too much into this? Is that a mace underneath the flying Targ?
Be just.
And there's runny egg. Look how long that sword is in his hands. And then we have a cool POV shot. I like that. Probably from Dunk's perspective, I imagine. It wouldn't make sense to have it from anyone else's. And that's definitely Aerion Brightflame with his horny helmet about to knock Duncan off. And then that cuts to this, which... What's going on here? Let's see. What's happening here? Oh, a couple of people being knocked off. Is this a tourney? Or is this the trial, or are they doing clever editing? And this is the tourney. Oh yeah, I was trying to work out what's going on. That's just a horse, that's just a horse on its face, and then so and so is falling off. Like, whoa! Is that part of the same scene, or is it some editing? Oh, straight into the mud. Wait, whose armor is that? No, that's Dunk's armor. No, I think this is all trial. Yeah, and then we get POV. So that's Dunk being knocked off by Aerion. The mud, the Northern Irish mud. Egg screaming. More another Dunk shot. And then, yeah, here we have, again, try by 7. We got Dunk. We've got Baelor, and you can see. Who's that? Oh yeah, that's Harding. That's Harding, right? Is that Harding? I think so. Is that Harding? Yes, you can see by the shield. We haven't seen any Robin Risling, the one and only, the most important character.
Be tall.
Yeah, boy. Okay, so this is what I didn't say earlier. The crown is an excellent choice for 2 reasons. One, it's just funny that this, arrogant Baratheon is like, hey, I'm getting drunk, I've got my own little crown. You know, I'm just kind of having fun. Fuck you, don't tell me what to do. Also, the Targs... Oh my god, that's loud. What the fuck is that? That was the loudest plane ever. Oh my god. Anyway, yes, he's got a what was I saying? Yes, yeah, he's, you know, he's having fun. He's cheeky. It's a little bit rebellious. You know, it definitely feeds into this idea of no Lord Paramount's going to be wearing a crown and a tourney during like the reign of King Viserys I, right? But here it's like, yeah, whatever. And it's obviously foreshadowing for Lionel declaring himself king. Like, I really like that foreshadowing. That's very cute. Yeah, that's fun. I do wonder who's next to him. That kind of looks like Ben Kingsley in a wig. Yeah, that was a loud plane, right? I'm not going crazy. That was like ear rape. Oh, and the little smile. I like him already. Be tall. Oh, he's got the princely Renly beard. He's got the season 2 Renly beard. Okay, and then we get the perspective of the trial by 7 on Dunk's side. And as I already said, we know that... wait, hold on. Let's go back to... So we have Targ here. That's Dunk. Oh, sorry, you can't see my cursor, can you? That's Dunk in the middle. That's Targ on his right. And then on to the right of that is Baratheon. And then let's try and work it out. And then we had, yeah, Harding to the left. And to the left of Harding, that's Beesbury, because we can see yellow and black, right? And obviously it's not the yellow and black of the Baratheon. So that's Beesbury. Bees in the chat. And then I guess that means on the far right is Riesling. What the fuck is the Riesling sigil? Robin Riesler. What's the House Riesling? Oh, just black. It's just like an oaken door on on black masonry. All right, cool. Yeah, like hard to tell in the fog. So I'm guessing Riesling and the Fossaway are on the right. And then we zoom in to Dunk. Great shot. Oh wait, hold on. We were already seeing someone get knocked out in the very beginning. Oh, I wonder if it's going to zoom into his back and then into his POV. So like we then just start seeing the battle from his perspective. That would be very interesting. So they're all charging forwards. It does look good. I want to get this exact. I want to get the frame. Yeah, immediately Baelor gets hit. Stays on. Lionel gets hit here. Oh no, Baelor falls. Baelor's already fallen. Lionel gets hit and falls. And then we zoom in. And January 18th, yes, January 18th. That is a week before my birthday, so that's very exciting. It's going to be very busy. Hell yes, we were originally going to get Dunk and Egg this year. It's next year. So next year we're going to get Dunk and Egg and House of the Dragon Season 3, which is kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. We're going to have... Holy shit. We're going to have Dunk and Egg on January. In January and into April. And then we're going to have House of Dragon Season 3 some point in summer. Oh, that's going to be a busy year next year. Very exciting. That's going to be so exciting. I'm actually so hyped for that. Alright, that'll get me to 100k subs, I guess. It's been a while. I missed the Hot D era where I made a bunch of videos in advance and released them alongside episode reviews. And then we did prediction live streams with Quinn and episode breakdowns and all this stuff. It was lots of fun. I like it. What can I say? I think it's a really good trailer. Okay. Any more super chats? I thought I got another one. No, I didn't. That's all good. Cool. Thanks so much for watching. I guess that's it, right? I'm hungry. I'm gonna treat myself. Order some Nando's. Watch some Celebrity Traitors, because that came out yesterday. I didn't get to catch that one. And chill, yeah. I skipped a writing workshop to do this. I hope you're all grateful. We've got the live stream before where I watched the panel, and then this one watching the trailer. Very exciting. Again, this is teaser, right? Yeah, official teaser. So there will be a longer trailer coming out at some point in, I guess, November or December, or maybe even early January. Oh, that's good. And of course, I've got to work out what videos I'm going to make in advance of Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, because what I like to do is I like to make videos in advance that somehow link in with the season. For example, Hot D Season 2, I knew there would be Bracken shenanigans, so I made Bracken versus House Blackwood video, and I released that same week, and it was pretty successful. So my patrons have given me some ideas. Like, I'm probably going to do a History of House Baratheon video, because Lionel's probably going to be a fan favourite, I can already tell. So that's going to be very, very exciting. What else should I do for Knight of the Seven Kingdoms? History of House Beesbury. Let's go. Exactly, John in the chat. Roast capon and an evening of highborn plotting. Exactly what's happening tonight. I'm going Sunset Burger. Oh man, the garlic Trasco burger is nice, but the Sunset, oh my god. Hold on, anything else fun in the chat? People simping over Lionel. Don't blame them. Shame we didn't get to see a close-up of Baelor or Maekar or anyone. And we didn't see any Daeron. And we haven't seen the Beesbury in action. I think we only saw a distant Beesbury. Will there be new opening music? Well, according to the Entertainment Weekly article, there's not going to be an intro, there's just going to be a title card. And presumably the title card will not be like a 2-minute title card with the Game of Thrones music. It's probably going to be a fun little sting like we hear at the end of this trailer. The slightly more upbeat, joyful, medieval, tawny music, you know. Like that could be the intro music. The cool. Anyway, Brienne video, like real Brienne in time for Duncan Egg. Maybe. I understand the connection there. Not entirely sure if it's enough of a connection. David Lightbringer did not agree. Agree with what? Annoyed by all the smoke in a trial. It is a very smoky trial. It's atmospheric. I'm not going to be the kind of guy who's like, oh, where's all the smoke? It's foggy. I'm not going to be the guy who's like, why are they doing a joust at nighttime? Yeah, that's not very safe, but maybe that's the idea. They're like, oh, we have some nighttime jousts. Ooh, extra dangerous. More excited about this than Hot D. Huh. It's easy to say that when the trailer's out, you know, like if Hot D Season 3 trailer came out as well, I'd probably be more hyped for that just because it's a bigger story. But I am very happy about this. I do like Duncan Egg quite a bit. I'm not a huge, massive Uber fan, but I do have it. I do like it, and this is a cool trailer. So there we go. Okay, I'm going to wrap up now. Sorry, I'm bad at wrapping up because I love chatting to you guys. I also haven't done a live stream like 2 months or something. Lot have been going on in my life, but things are getting better. Haven's happier. It's all good. So, thanks for watching. Like the video. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Check out the Patreon. Check out the merchandise. Grab yourself some. Every month, people are buying Fantasy Haven mugs.